instead. Snooze or won't, I can't lose, really rest or a bed. Do what you can to do, make your next move your best. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. Not sure the code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal. Say this one for your photo reel. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. I do this for the family, I might just blow my wheel. I keep it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they soldier chills. My jury the code is chill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah. Hit first off the edge like I don't know no feel. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way before the deal.
Yeah. Hey, yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change.
Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Indianapolis Colts and the New England Patriots. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
It's our time. It's our time.
Hey, ball.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check. Watch the end.
Ran.
Now Trubisky. Flush, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Derek Rivers in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
I can't believe they even let you play.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
On first down, it's Gurley. And an alley to run. Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Todd Gurley, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Garoppolo will lead the Patriots up with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett, 76 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Here we go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, watch the slant.
Here's Gurley. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Alert.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis 1st down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 2nd and 11 now. Trubisky throwing right, and that's complete. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Throwing here, Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky. Now it's Trubisky. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Now this is fielded in the end zone. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Pats will take over at their own 20.
Here we go, here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, to see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
Here we go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check me out.
On play action, now Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Philip Dorsett, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Patriots have taken the lead. Gostkowski the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the
rush coming, and he's taken down. Kyle Van Noy in there for the sack, and that is now 21 for him on the year. Wow, what a season. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Nyheim Hines, his first carry. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down. That's now 4 tackles for loss if you add the 3 he had last week to the 1 here in the first quarter.
And some of it comes from vision. And when you're playing defensive end, especially with those teams that want to take their D-ends and move them out a little bit wider so they can see into the offensive back.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Obi Melifonwu. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Sony Michel, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
Well, Brandon, if we go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator, he showed us his script. Didn't show us everything now. He said, here's the script for the game. I think everything's going according to plan in a big way. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's about as good. That is as good as you can do, I guess. So, well done.
Yeah, well done indeed. Tremendous execution.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And he stopped immediately there. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
Jonathan Jones on the tackle. No gain on the play.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Here we go, here we go.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And
that's caught at the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Patriots are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
From the 27, Trubisky, blitz coming, and down he goes. Jalen Ferguson.
Yep.
Game goes on. We'll hit him with a screen soon.
Let's see what they draw up here. 3rd and long following the sack of Trubisky.
That's picked.
Now it's Trubisky.
Oh, look.
Got his man on the end route, complete. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. They'll indeed go for it with Trubisky.
Thank you. Get up, boy.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be
35-14 now.
It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
Complete to Dorsett. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 25 yards that time.
That's not a good thing.
21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
Oh, man. Come on.
Snags it for the pick.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play.
I don't know, man.
Down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there.
I blame Madden.
Could be in for a long ball game. After the interception,
let him throw that to pick.
Rush, and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is
I
absolutely
know, you
extraordinary.
must be tired of crossing
This
just
offensive line, flat out, cannot
him and
handle
Myers
this
just
pass
coming in
rush.
there and
It's been
slapping me.
demonstrated time and time again.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Nope. Is that Dawson?
Here's Trubisky. And he goes down. It's a sack.
He had it open, too.
Back at his own 3-yard line.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack
What
are
O-line?
on their play sheet.
Trubisky now, down around his goal line. Jalen Ferguson in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
And he's able to get it out of there. This is a pretty good kick.
Watch that left.
Set on the return. A very good return that time. 18
Nice
yards.
punt.
And the Patriots take over. New England with the first down as they begin the drive.
Nah, as I was saying before, so it's 35-14. Are you ready this time? Still throwing it. Good luck. Yo, what's up with the animations?
Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated
That
right
play's
now.
not working again.
And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Nah. Let me see. I want to thank you in advance for this interception.
9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Trubisky to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's only able to work this from the 8 to the 10 for a pickup of 2.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now Trubisky to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
Waited for that.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 25.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone
Nice play.
defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On first down, Trubisky.
Come on, Gilmore.
Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, I'm stepping up. You're not getting on the first down, okay?
What you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Trubisky. Oh, he's got a man wide open.
We broke that. That was
And he's
good
got
one.
another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 35. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Trubisky now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10. Trubisky will throw. That's caught by his tight end, Uzomah. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two.
Oh my goodness, I hit the button too late.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line.
Let's see.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Man.
They're trying to keep the drive going.
Stop
This will
begging.
be play number
You're better than
8.
that.
It's 3rd and 2. Trubisky to throw again. Rush coming.
Don't worry, don't call
He's
the
taken
timeout.
down. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On fourth down, Matt Nagy willing to settle for 3. This one from 48 yards away. And this is no good. Close but no cigar, just wide right. And this score will stay right where it is.
Hate when that happens.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180!
They gonna need some therapy after this.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. One, Omaha.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo.
Ah, he's open.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget.
Here we go,
So the sack of Garoppolo. And now what can they come up with on 3rd and long? Garoppolo now. Looking for Harry. He airs it out deep.
Yeah, hold on to that, boy.
Incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup.
No, it wasn't, so it was me and not you.
How will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. This is taken at the 3.
Yeah. Oh, that's a touchdown. Why not?
And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
I'll get one at some
From the
point.
39 now, they'll come up on
Unfortunately, that's the last time that they'll be kicking off this game, but...
Dorsett's got it.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Touchdown pass
boy.
number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo.
I know.
And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I had to change it up on you for a
Still
bit.
plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit. Get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
It's a bad play call, man. It's not going
ready
to
to
help you.
start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper.
Play's not
They
gonna
need a
help
big
you.
drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement.
Oh, he
Just got to
still
get
got it.
back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
A good pickup there, 21 yards. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is
I was keeping that downstairs.
Just about any offense that has an elite
For the fish.
receiver, if you blitz and have
Thank
him in
you.
man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
They'll set up to throw.
Nah, I'm good. I mean, it's a truck.
Right side here, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
18.
Now back to throw. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Lightning speed there on the sack from the corner, Duke Dawson. And when a free safety goes like he did there, he better be sure he's going to be able to make a play.
Nobody was holding anybody, man. I'm about to score. I'm about to score again right now. Oh, my goodness, Patriots.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
I can't believe he's going to get yards on me right now.
I can't either. That's what I'm saying. He's doing good.
35.
He said, keep distracting me.
I'm going downstairs.
I'm good. He has no chance.
They'll try to run with Hines. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the one.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things are likely to happen. It's been a hard go in this game today, hasn't it?
Yeah, this defense, they met pretty much every challenge in front of them this afternoon.
They're still trying to run the ball, but they're not finding much space.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Not happening.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
All right.
And the question now, can the Patriot defense hold firm again on 3rd and goal? Now Scarborough, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Bo Scarborough, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts are able to draw a bit closer. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is.
Are you nervous or something, man?
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken at the 3.
Yeah, you're nervous.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
I'll show you why right now.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give him 15 yards on that one, and New England has a first down.
Doris had it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Garoppolo.
You got nothing.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw.
Go up, boy.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one
This
deep
game is
right
terrible
side.
for that, man.
And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back.
You don't even go back and catch it. Hold on to the button there, man. And hold it down.
First down there. Need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him,
got him.
A couple more downs to play with.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
You did.
33 yards that time.
All right, now you're going to do something that you shouldn't do. You're going to be wide open, I think.
No pass rush, a lot of passes completed. Been an easy day for him.
I'm going Dorset, just so you know.
Garoppolo on first down. He finds Dorset, it's complete. And they will eventually get him down but he's inside the 5.
I'm going to white.
To the 3. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
I just have to stop
the
you
guy they were
easily.
initially going for, but after going through the progressions,
all right, cool.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football.
What?
You have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score. Gostkowski for the point after. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll try and run with their fullback. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
Now Trubisky. He's going to look deep
That's
down
mine.
the field.
Ah.
This one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Good.
Third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Dorsett.
Get in the middle.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Eric Armstead able to record his 5th sack of the season. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24.
Hey, gun.
Check 55, Mike.
You're good.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo.
Good ball.
Here, and this will be
Don't question it.
27
Just know it's going to happen.
there, a first down. So the defense blitzed. A nice job picking that up, completing the pass.
And how in sync was the quarterback in his center on that play? They saw the blitz, made the appropriate calls, got the line engaged because now they know there are going to be extra guys coming at the quarterback, so they got their assignments down pat.
Why would you throw it there? Oh my goodness, that was a terrible pass.
Fire one now for a really good strike.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Madden felt bad that they
Working
didn't
from
throw
the
that
38
pass.
on
That's
2nd
why.
and 10.
I'm going to come back to you.
65. Hey, get hit.
Garoppolo gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. And on that last play there, he's over 400 yards passing now.
You know what that generally means?
Success.
That, and it means you really didn't miss opportunities. Usually very accurate. The ball's getting to the right place. Guys are making yardage after the catch to help you out that way. I mean, the whole team has picked it up. And don't forget, that means the offensive line has had to pass protect pretty well, too.
Everyone dialed in.
Kill.
Go right at you.
They'll try and run it with White. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score.
Throw at him. Should have hit him in his head.
His 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. Extra point good by Gostkowski. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. The kickoff unit
Before
is
that
out on the
hits
field,
5
and they
minutes,
will
I'll have
send this
56.
one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
Lay down. Think about that. The guy that's in right now is actually faster than go.
And give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault.
That's fine.
Hey, listen, there's something that there got to be casualties at times.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 33. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. So now he's equaled his interception total for the week.
What happened?
Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm,
oh my goodness.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Philip Dorsett with touchdown number 20 on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point
just
does
5 minutes.
sneak over the bar, and that will extend this big lead.
I have 63 before 4 minutes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well
coordinated. The
front and the back really in sync. Putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Nice one.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to the end zone real fast.
Kill.
Ran, up.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this
People
game?
on the sideline, cameraman.
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense is going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky.
Thank you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Here we go.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. We know these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Oh, man.
Patriots. James White, 93 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
What did you think was going to happen?
Stage of the game, partner, where one of our predecessors, one of the great commentators of all time,
you didn't see that coming, did you?
When this game appeared to be over.
I know the fat lady's been singing for some time.
No, not her at all. This
but she's singing too.
No, she's
on like the 5th tune.
Oh, yeah, she
left scales way
more than 4 minutes.
But he's just saying something about turning out the lights. The party was over.
This will be fielded at the 6.
Wait up.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now it's Trubisky.
Thank you.
He's going to air one out. Well, this is taken
Come on,
it's complete.
Mark.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big pickup of 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
I'm about to get an interception right here.
Now it's Hines.
I get an interception when you're not passing.
As he's taken down at the 40.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Alert, 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 alert.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down.
Not a good choice.
The Colts on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd and 8.
I did. Interesting.
MOGIs.
Out of the gun, Trubisky sliding out of the pocket. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12.
Emoji happy tears. Emoji happy tears.
Let's see.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning.
Watch the twist, watch the twist.
Now Trubisky on 1st down.
MOGI.
At the 10-yard line.
That's what I get for not even doing what I'm supposed to be doing right
He's
now.
able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
MOG knows with dark skin tone.
I'm over here messing around the damn
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset.
Yeah.
First and goal
About to score right here.
Punch in a late score.
Pick 6.
MOG grin.
Again, it's Trubisky. Dancing to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. 2nd and goal. Now a give, right side.
Oh, face mask right there. Come on, man.
By the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. They come up in an offset eye. So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. 1st and goal.
Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Alert, 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 alert.
That's a pick.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Jalen Ferguson racking up sack number 2 for him on the year. On 2nd and goal, Trubisky. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jalen Ferguson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. Here's Trubisky. This is caught. Well, they get 1 back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
Well, I do have 1 word for that touchdown for you, partner. You ready?
Yeah.
Cosmetics.
Just makes things look a little better. I don't know. It's like putting lipstick on a pig.
Yeah, and it's hard to do, too. And the pig doesn't like the lipstick a heck of a lot, but you do like the fact that they're battling down the stretch. Still
70-27. Not bad.
Even though this game is over.
By the way, how rude is that to the pig? Look at all the things they give us.
It says not happening?
Bacon. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Just because you said it's not happening, I could make it 77.
First down as they begin the drive.
Okay.
And checking the timeouts. They do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Over the middle, complete. It's Sherman. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Wrong play.
12, fellas, here we go. Recon, 132 fighter. Lock, lock, lock.
Well, Garoppolo's going to throw it. Forced out to his left. And he'll toss this one incomplete.
Okay, chose the wrong play, man.
He throws it away. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back dropped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Garoppolo. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that will be incomplete.
Good defense.
Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. To me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you
kidding me?
try and extend it because you always feel...
Wait for Dorsett?
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning
I said
widely
Dorsett.
on your sideline. I think they
Definitely didn't say short pass.
Yeah, that's the clencher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Gostkowski with the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more.
I would have thrown to somebody else.
Out is the kickoff unit as they
I might even score again.
Send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Even if I did say short pass, you know, listen to me.
A few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
So I'm going to get that 77, okay?
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They are just
I hope you're running the ball.
getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't call you call a timeout.
Don't forget what has
You lost
happened
your
down
mind.
here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never
it's gonna mess you up.
Because you're not going to want that feeling.
You don't want that feeling
Get that
again.
ball.
And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
I'll call it for you
Now
this
the
time.
Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
Red, up.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's going to have to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Trubisky will throw. He's going to let it fly.
That's mine.
Back of the end zone. Can he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down.
On my screen.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
Pats at the line, ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it is strictly for pride.
He's going to air it out for Dorsett.
Got him. Oh, good game, bro.
Still throwing to the very end, but now this game is over. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
As an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Patriots, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, not much more to say. They dropped to 1-11, and they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.